Pixar has made some of the greatest movies ever, but what if I told you those same movies are full of mistakes hiding right in front of you? We're talking a shadow with no object, a character who literally teleports, and the single biggest animation bug in Pixar history. Today we're breaking down 10 crazy mistakes you never noticed in Pixar movies. But first, if you grew up watching Pixar, drop a clapboard in the comments, and if you want to catch more secrets like these, hit that subscribe button right now. Number 1. The shadow that forgot its broom. This one will break your brain. In Ratatouille, when Remy starts cooking in Gusteau's kitchen, he climbs up on a broom. Remember that broom, because as the scene moves forward, the broom quietly disappears from the frame. Most people don't even notice that part. But here's where it gets completely insane. The shadow of the broom is still there, on the wall, perfectly visible, a full shadow of an object that no longer exists. You can pause the scene and look right at it. Broom gone. Shadow perfectly present, unmoved, acting like nothing happened. It's one of the most impossible mistakes in Pixar history, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Number 2. Buzz Lightyear breaks the laws of physics. Everyone remembers this scene. Buzz arrives in Andy's room and does that legendary looping trick to show off, but pause it right before he enters the loop. His wings are fully deployed, wide open, and the loop is clearly, visibly too narrow for those wings to fit through. There is no angle where that worked, and yet he passes through perfectly, no problem. But it gets even worse. Play it in slow motion and zoom in. Watch Buzz's right shoulder. It literally clips straight through the solid loop track, like a glitch in a video game. His arm phases through a physical object. This is the first 5 minutes of the movie, and Pixar just hoped nobody would look too closely. Number 3. Two characters vanish from a TV screen. In Toy Story 2, Ham and Rex are sitting in front of the television, flipping channels.
Oh, you're going too slow. Let me take the wheel.
Normal scene, but when the TV shuts off, pause on the black screen. Look at the reflection. Ham and Rex are gone completely. You can see the ledge where they're sitting. You can see the room behind them, but their reflections nowhere. They just don't exist in the mirror image of the TV. Two of the most recognizable characters in the franchise disappeared off screen in a reflection in a movie watched by hundreds of millions of people, and almost nobody caught it. Number 4. The king's eyes change color mid-crash. In Cars, during the final Piston Cup race, pay attention to the king. Brown eyes, clear as anything. Look at him and you'll see them. Brown. Then Chick Hicks slams into him. That iconic crash happens. And the moment Flash McQueen skids to a stop and rushes over, pause it. Look at the king now. His eyes are blue. Completely different color. Same character, same continuous scene. New eye color, there's no cut to a different day. No lighting change that could explain it. His eyes just quietly changed color during the most dramatic moment of the entire film. Once you know, you'll never watch that scene the same way again. Number 5. Bob's contact lens is invisible in the mirror. In Monsters, Inc., there's a scene in the locker room where Bob reaches into his locker and picks up his contact lens for his giant eye. Quick moment, easy to follow, but pause on his hand. Look at the mirror reflection. His hand is there, turned upward, ready to place the lens. But the lens itself, it's not in the reflection at all. His hand is holding nothing. The contact lens simply does not appear in the mirror. A one-eyed monster. A contact lens that's invisible in reflections in a movie about creatures that aren't supposed to be seen. Honestly, that might be the most accidentally poetic mistake in all of Pixar. Number 6. Russell was invisible for the entire flying house scene. This is Up, one of the most beautiful sequences ever put to film. Carl's house lifting off the ground surrounded by thousands of balloons. The camera shows every angle, the roof, the porch, the chimney, every single side of that house. Russell is nowhere on the porch. Not hiding, not crouched down, just not there. And then Carl steps outside, and Russell is just standing on the porch, full size, completely visible, no explanation, no cutaway that hid him. He literally appears out of thin air on a porch that the camera had just shown us from every angle. The movie needed to surprise us, so they just made a whole character invisible until they needed him. And for years, nobody questioned it. Number 7. The biggest animation bug in Pixar history. This is Cars 3, right at the beginning. The cars are pulling into the pit stops, and if you pause on the Dinoco stand, look carefully at the car on the left. It's the same model as the car on its right. Identical, copy-pasted. But that's not even the bug. Look inside that left car. The king is inside it, clipping straight through. One car literally phasing through another, like two objects occupying the same space at the same time. You can see the king's full outline sitting inside a car that already has its own driver. Two cars, one king. Zero explanation. The Pixar team spent years years on these films, and this made it to theaters. It is, without question, the single biggest animation glitch in Pixar history. Number 8. A little girl changed her entire outfit in 1 second. Finding Dory. Pink and Dory are riding in a stroller heading toward a little girl. Pause right before they reach her. She's wearing a light blue-gray top, holding a bucket of popcorn. Very clear, very specific. They bump into her, and the stroller keeps moving. Pause again on the little girl behind them. She's in a pink t-shirt, different outfit, completely. In the span of one continuous, uninterrupted scene, a child somehow changed her entire shirt. No time skip, no edit, just one outfit before and a completely different one after. To this day, there is no explanation for how that happened. Number 9. Mr. Incredible turned a corner without touching the wheel. The Incredibles. Bob backs out of his driveway after saying goodbye to Helen. He reverses, swings the car around, and drives off. Standard scene. Blink and you miss it. But watch his hands. They never move. He is gripping the steering wheel in exactly the same position from the moment he starts reversing to the moment he completes a full 90-degree turn. His hands don't rotate, don't shift, don't adjust even slightly. The car turns perfectly, the hands do nothing. Slow it down and it becomes impossible to ignore. The most powerful man on the planet, stumped by a steering wheel. Number 10. Wheezy wasn't there, until he was. In Toy Story 2, Andy's mom places Woody on the top shelf. Pause and look behind the books. Nothing. Empty space, just shelf and shadows. A few moments later, Woody falls off and lands directly on Wheezy, who's been hiding back there for months, covered in dust, like he's been abandoned forever. But we just saw behind those books, there was nothing there. So where did Wheezy come from? He couldn't have moved. Toys don't move in front of humans. He wasn't there in the previous shot, and yet he shows up perfectly placed, perfectly dusty, acting like he's been waiting this whole time. It's not a big mistake, but it's the kind of mistake that makes you question everything you just watched. And that's all 10. Which one shocked you the most? The broom shadow, the Cars 3 glitch, or Russell just appearing out of nowhere? Drop it in the comments. If you want us to dig up even more Pixar secrets, hit that like button and subscribe, because we've got a lot more where that came from.